It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it comes your way next.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Jacksonville. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Jacksonville comes out with the former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback, 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A big play for Jacksonville. 33 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Automatic first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive.
To the pylon, he's in. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Steven Sims to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. A tight end in motion now. They run with the longtime Bengal, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. We are through 1. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go right back to Mixon. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On second down, Stroud. And he's in! C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense ready now for their second drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Duvernay with the grab. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Duvernay in motion. A first down throw for Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Second down, Lawrence. He's got that to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown to...
And he's in! Devin Duvernay! Touchdown, Jacksonville!
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Sims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Texans offense going to take over just before the half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now, Stroud. This one, uncorked, looking for Woods. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Stroud gonna set up to throw. He's gonna try it here again. That's gonna wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
In trouble, and down he goes.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down.
The Jags offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Past the 45. Travis Etienne. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Texans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Stroud. He's got room at the 30. And he will score. Game on. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lawrence now. Ingram. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Texans have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, so frustrating for the receiver. With the catch, ready to gain some yards. Instead, It goes back the other way, and the defense comes away with a touchdown.
Yeah, catching the ball, Mike, is just step one of the process. After you catch it, you have to put it away and become a ball carrier. And that's where ball security kicks in. In this case, he makes a nice catch, tries to get his eyes downfield to run. They're able to knock the ball out. That leads to the turnover, which leads to 6 points.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Into space at the 45. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 42 yards. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Etienne. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Etienne. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They put Strange in motion. They'll run. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. So, pressure kick coming, and here's Cam Little. This a potential game winner. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. So, pressure kick coming, and here's Cam Little. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anson. And now he loses the football. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.